Web accessibility is the idea that technology and the web must be equally accessible for people with and without disabilities. So it's the idea that a website can be accessed by anyone. There are several different ways you can check to see how accessible a site is, and here's some links to help you be able to do that. Let's look at this top one with the checklist. So here are some guidelines. For images, you want to make sure that all images have alt text, and that way a screen reader could read what they are. For audio and video, you want to make sure there are subtitles and captions so that the content can be read. Colors, you want to make sure they have a high contrast value, meaning that they're opposites so that they stand out against each other. So white and black rather than white and light gray. For text, it's good to be able to increase and decrease the size for people who need it larger to read. Link should describe what the link will do when you click on it, rather than say something just like click here. Navigation, your site should be structured well, and also it should be able to be accessed and navigated without using a mouse, so using something like the tab key. Forms and form fields should include labels describing what those are so that when people click in a field they know what information goes there. And then you shouldn't use time limits or flashing or anything like that. So here's a checklist to kind of go through for any given site. Now for this project, we're going to run an accessibility check, 2 different accessibility checks on a website. So we're going to use the Chrome Lighthouse. So you'll want to use the Google Chrome browser for this. And then we will also use this web accessibility evaluation tool at this website. So let's go ahead and open that one now. So I'm going to take the site that I built for a client, and from there I'm going to right click and I'm going to inspect, or else you can hit Control-Shift-I. From there you'll hit this arrow up top and you're going to go to audits. Now yours will probably have multiple of these checked, which will tell you things like how fast your page loads, how well search engines can see it. But go ahead and uncheck everything except accessibility, including this, and then we're going to check it for desktop. So I'll hit generate report. It's going to look through the code and see how the site does. So out of 100 it gets a 90, which is pretty good. It gives me a couple of different alerts here, different possible things to fix. It says the background and foreground colors don't have a sufficient contrast ratio. So it's going to basically, if I scroll over this, it's down lower. So let's go see where it's talking about. So as I hover over this, you can see it's down here in the testimonials. The name of these people is a lighter gray, so it's harder to read against a white background, which could be improved. That could be changed. Then here, the second one says that the form elements don't have labels. So if we look through here, open that up, and you can see as we go through, there are in fact no labels. There are just placeholders inside of there that tells what they are. So when you're finished, go ahead and take a screenshot of all of this, including the accessibility check. And then you're going to take that same link and you're going to copy it and you're going to go over to the Wave website. You're going to paste it in and you're going to run that check on the same website. So it gives you, I got 8 errors here, 6 alerts. Let's go through and look at the details. So same thing, my 8 errors. If I hover over this, you can see it's going through my form fields here. And once again, it's saying that I'm missing 8 different labels, which I am. I've got placeholders in there. It's also saying we have some contrast errors. If we go down to the bottom of the site and we go through here, you can see it's the exact same things. It's saying these don't have enough contrast against the background. Other than that, I think it's pretty good, but it gives us those exact same errors. So those are things that could be improved on the site. So once you're finished, once again, take a screenshot of all of this. And in the future, you can use this to see how accessible your website is.